Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Joe Madden. I'm on the road. Joe is not on the road, but it is March. It is March Madness NCAA tournament, day one. We talk about March Madness. I love last week, the conference tournaments and all that stuff. But, today's the day, NCAA tournament. Today, I don't think the games are as good as the games tomorrow, but it's still the NCAA tournament. And we know that we got to watch these games because these teams are playing again on Saturday. We're going to need 8 games on Saturday, 16 games today, plus I think more on Saturday because we have NIT as well.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good. Nice dig there that I'm not traveling. Thanks for rubbing that in again.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but you're welcome.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'll tell you what, Joe. Next time you're welcome to travel in my place. Traveling just reminds me how blessed I am to live where I am. Where I live.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the whole thing. It's like, I live in the middle of the ocean, and it's like, you take a lot for granted, when you see it every day. And, you come to a place like, where it's just concrete and, people and all kinds of stuff. And it's kind of like, it's okay for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would be overwhelming. It definitely would after being
seriously overwhelming because we've been locked down the whole time too. So we haven't been out, and around and wearing masks and all that other stuff. So it's totally a different scene.
It's nice to see faces again though, hey?
Some are nice. Others not so nice.
Others you could pass on.
Yeah,
Brutal honesty there. I know the first time I walked into a bank without a mask on, it was the oddest feeling because you'd seen these tellers in the bank for the last 2 years with their masks on. It's like, oh my God, like I finally saw who they were, right?
I haven't really left the house, in a long time. And I know at the club, where I play golf there, everyone's asking for me. So the guy, my wife, something happened with her car tire. She needed to get it fixed, and she went to the car place, and the guy at the car place joined our club. And he's like, we haven't seen him in months. I asked people, I said, I have no idea where he is. But I'm right here on the Pick Dogs channel every day.
Yeah, people can find you. You're not that hard to find. You're around, that's for sure. Well, I'm glad you made it over there nice and safe. Mitch was thinking of you traveling yesterday, so I know it's a long flight.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. So you didn't get to see any of the games yesterday because you were in the air. We had some doozies, that's for sure.
I did not get to see the games yesterday, but I'll get to see all the action here today. So, I've seen a lot of those teams, and I had a feeling, and I said it when Brian gave out his pick yesterday, and I said it, along that Dayton is good. They're the first team out, and it's like they got zero respect from the bettors. Zero. It was like, are you kidding? These guys just missed. I've said it a million times. These guys are a Final Four team, and then either next year or the following year. That's how good they are.
Absolutely. Winning that one 74-55 over Toledo.
Not even close. I had the other MAC team to leave me in a pool of disappointment. I had Kent State against Southern Utah, who
same here.
Bastards.
Damn it, Kent State. I really did think they'd win that one by 3 points.
When
I didn't expect what I saw.
On yesterday's show, I said, I don't really love this card, and I said all those things. And it was true. I did not love the card. The only game I really liked was the Iona game, and they covered.
Yeah, that was.
I should have just left it with one pick, is what I should have done. But I feel obligated because so many people bought my March Madness packages and stuff, and it's like, well, let me at least give them my 3 best that I think are the best. And it's like that's what I did instead of just saying, you know what, the only one I'm betting here is this one that I really would bet. I bet them all because I gave them out, but it's like, so in sympathy. But today's picks, while it's a tougher card than tomorrow's, I believe, there are some picks I really like on today's card.
Okay, good to know.
I'm loaded up.
Yeah, with you not seeing any of those games yesterday, go back and watch the overtime between Notre Dame and Rutgers. That was absolutely incredible overtime. So it was good. Missed out. Notre Dame had the luck of the Irish, that's for sure. Which happy St. Patty's Day, everyone.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day. So, you know, a lot of people buying picks today and all of that, good stuff. And we appreciate each and every one of you. I have my March Madness special, Mitch Madness, and I do every year. Brian, I believe, has one. And, there's a bunch of cappers that have them. I always say the same thing every year. Be careful, just be careful. I'm not saying our picks, you have to buy our picks to win. I'm not saying any of that stuff at all. I'm just saying be careful whose name and number you're giving your information to, because this will haunt you the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like they're going to steal your money. I mean, they might steal your money if you buy something. As far as, they're just, a lot of these people are just salesmen. I mean, we've heard the calls, right? We've played them on here. And people have called me. I bought a magazine at a bookstore, and they called me. I bought like a bunch of magazines.
But that's crazy, just from buying magazines.
Well, right? I bought it from the Gambler's bookstore.
I know, but still, you don't think they would sell off your name and number? It's pretty brutal.
Guilt by association on that one, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, we've got just one NBA game here. It's the Pistons and the Magic. You have premium on this, Joe, or you just
no? I just
straight ignore button.
Yeah, straight ignore button in this one. I think it's the Pistons or nothing. Just can't trust the Magic here. And the Pistons, we're looking at them. They've been so strong as an underdog, 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games as a road underdog. So got to take them here. They're also 11-0 against the spread in their last 10. How that makes sense in their last 11 versus the Eastern Conference. They can't go 11-0 against the spread in the last 10. It'd be magical.
We're talking NBA, but I'm still sitting here. How much do I hate Michigan?
I know. That's all you can think of today. And they are the first game to kick it off today.
I know. And the thing is, it's like they have a kind of a weird matchup here against Colorado State, which, I mean, why couldn't they put them up against, like, I don't know, Providence or something? It's
that would be good. Then we can cheer for Providence. Who wants to cheer for Michigan today?
It's tough for Colorado. For me, Colorado State. That's like I have to go for Colorado State, but it's like I can't really sink my teeth into this thing because we've seen the Mountain West teams let us down in the past, and it's like they I don't know. It's like Michigan has the big guy, so they're going to struggle. Actually, I sat. Last night I was playing craps. Imagine that, and talking to these 3 kids. I call them kids. They're young men, and they're all from Wisconsin. And we started talking. It's like they started talking sports. They don't know who they're talking to. They've never seen this before or anything. They have no idea who we are. And we start talking sports, and they're just floored by the amount of information that I can come back at them with on the detail about their team. And I think that's what a lot of people, when I talk sports with them, or when we get into it on the show, and fans of different fan bases, they're usually as surprised how much I know about their team. The ins, the outs, the specific games. The players, the coaches, the ex-coaches, the ex-players. Going all the way back, and they always get a real kick out of it. So these guys, we had a really good time talking about Wisconsin and football and Mertz, and stuff.
That's awesome.
Paul Christ, we went through the whole thing.
Yeah,
Paul Christ is he's like my Doug Peterson of college football. That coach.
Doug Peterson, hey, I will remember that.
That freaking coach.
You could do a whole bunch of coffee table books. You could do the coffee table book of the colleges, the universities you've been at on acid. And then you could also do one of those freaking coaches and just pictures and with your memory of the game, that it really roasted you.
So I'm gonna get up for a second. You keep talking. I'm here. I need to get something. So I need to get up.
Mitch is deserting me. I guess this is what I have to look forward to in the next couple of days, you guys. But yeah, happy St. Patty's Day to all of you guys. We'll ask Mitch if he won at the craps table last night when he sits back down. Mitch?
No, I didn't.
Damn it.
I was up, and I wasn't playing big money, but I was up about 700, and I got a little aggressive.
While you're talking sports, so it sounds like it still was entertainment value.
The thing is that I just
I know you love that.
I bought this thing that attaches to my laptop. It's a second screen, so it's like
perfect.
I bought it for traveling, 2 years ago, and I never got to use it. So I figured,
there you go.
I'm like sitting here. I'm like, I only have the one screen, and I'm trying to see if it works. That does work. Wow, this is fancy.
There you go.
This is nice.
Oh, I saw it blink on over. High-tech traveling, Mitch. I love it.
Well, it's like you can only imagine what packing was like after 2 years of not traveling, and then with all the stuff, with all the equipment that we use, right? I mean, it's crazy, but it's, I have like travel. I'm trying to figure this screen out because this is something I guess I could have done before the show, right?
It's more entertainment value here on the show. I'm getting that nice light across my face again today, guys. I apologize. Forgot to shut my blinds.
Joe the Warrior.
Yeah, I like being a warrior there.
She's such a warrior.
Well, St. Patrick's Day, don't forget to wear green when you leave that hotel room, Mitch.
I don't have any green with me, so I'll have to buy. We were talking, Joe and I were talking about this before the show. Like some people, they pack for, weeks and stuff, before they travel. Me, it's like, it's an opportunity to get some new clothes, new socks, and toiletries. They're a donation. Hopefully they give them to,
I don't know why the light comes through like that now. It's just how I've changed my lighting in the studio. That between like my studio light and my monitor is the sunlight coming through. So that's how bright the sunlight is.
You want to fix it, or are you gonna stay with the warrior look here?
It depends. What do you guys want? You want me to look like a warrior?
I think you should close the shade to it like yesterday.
Okay, I'll remove myself. I'll let it just be you, Mitch. I'll close the shades.
All right, so it's just me. Well, how about that Joe Madden? Let's some shit about her while she's not here. I will use this opportunity to anyways, I'm excited for March Madness, and I just want to thank everybody that's joined us. All we didn't say anything bad about you, Joe. Don't worry.
No, not one bit.
You were gone about a half a second before we started whooping some major.
Oh man.
But no, I just want to thank everyone that's joined us all season long, not just here for March Madness. And we appreciate the people that join us just for March Madness too. But I think it's really cool that I know our community, we've gone through all of these games all season long. You guys have put me on games and teams, but like when Roberto put us on.
Oh, that was a good one. I remember that.
Awesome. Remember, he put us all on North Dakota State.
That's right.
Awesome. It was like, you got to check out North Dakota State. It was like, all right,
made us some money.
And to be honest, a lot of people send me pics and email and stuff like that. And to be, perfectly candid and try not to, and be, to be appreciate, show you guys how much I appreciate it. But at the same time, I just don't have time for it, so it's like, there's not enough hours in the day for me to respond.
Oh, absolutely. Someone was telling me we should start a Cameo site, it's called, where then people pay us to shout out their winning tickets and send birthday messages. And I was like, wow, could you imagine how much work that would be for all the emails you get?
I think so. It would probably be a lot. Yes.
I think it would be another full-time company just to do that.
Yeah. It would be too much.
Yeah.
But.
Well, St. Patty's Day, do you think it's going to be a lucky one today, Mitch?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I think so. Luck of the Irish.
That's I'm not Irish, but
I'm Irish. It's going to be a lucky day for me.
I think so.
Joe's always like, all right, now I have my comments going. All right, now I can see.
Oh, perfect. Now you can see everyone in there.
But anyways, we kind of, we have our regular crew here that follows us every day. And then, we know we have new people all the time too. So, everyone is always welcome here, except if you're an asshole. So
that should be a shirt. No assholes welcome.
We have a strict no asshole policy. It's like people, we always get those people. It's like, I don't mean to be disrespectful. It's like, yes, you do. You 100% mean to be.
If you start a sentence off like that, it's never a good thing.
It's never a good thing. So we had a guy in the comments yesterday on YouTube asking us how we get different picks if we all use the same tools. But we don't all use the same tools. We have the betting tools at the website, but even those will contradict themselves, depending on what angles you're playing and stuff. We don't have like group picks, between our cappers, our site, any of that stuff.
You imagine if we all had to sit down and come up with even one group consensus?
There's not enough hours in the day.
That would take way.
We can't do it with you, Brian, and I. Imagine with 30 people.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to business here. We've got Colorado State and Michigan. We've got Providence versus the Jackrabbits. We've got Boise State versus Memphis. We've got Baylor versus Norfolk State. Joe, a lot of angles here. Of course, the Jackrabbits and Providence, these are two of my favorite teams, going at it right out of the gate. I obviously can't bet that game. I got Ed Cooley and I got the Jackrabbits.
Oh man!
Personally, I think it's Providence by 1. In that game is my guess, but I don't know. Colorado State, Michigan. I mean, a lot of money coming in on Colorado State.
Yeah, lots of money coming in there. I'm going to take that one under. I think we see a lower scoring one. We've seen Colorado State trend nicely to that under, going under in 6 of their last 7. And I think with just this first game out, I think Michigan's going to play a tighter game as well. So give me the under in that. And then I think you're right. I think that's a 1-point game with Providence and South Dakota State. So I'm going to grab the points with the Jackrabbits there. Looking for that one probably to go to overtime. So I think it would go over the total as well.
I wanted to show you. I got to see my other screen.
Oh, nice.
It's cool. It's nice, right? It's like,
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's called the Duex.
The Duex.
Duex or I don't know what it is. It's French. The only thing I can pronounce in French is croque monsieur because it's grilled cheese. That's it.
Oh, wow. I can't even do that. And I traveled in France, and they really don't like you when you travel over there when you don't try to speak French.
Well,
but I was 19. I was 19.
And just where the hell are the fries?
Right?
Yeah, I had in college one of my film, like they put in teams, and I had one with these 2 French guys. It was me and these 2 French guys. It was a disaster. It was just a disaster of a film. It was the worst film or TV, like, segment or whatever thing that I had ever done. It was like a combo where you had to do remote, like, video production, and then also and then the second half, it had to be a studio segment. It was horrific. It was the worst thing I'd ever done. I was like embarrassed.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Terrible. Hate those guys.
Sounds like you should have been Mitch.
Well,
I'm going to have to look at getting one of those screens when I'm allowed to travel one day.
Got the wrong team. But I like Baylor here against Norfolk State too. So what do you like in these games, Joe?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the under with the Michigan game. I'm going to go with South Dakota State plus those points because I think it is going to be a tight one. I'm going to lean on that over too because I think we go to overtime. And then I hear you on Baylor. I think Baylor needs to come out and make a huge statement win in this one. I know 20.5 points is so many, but I think they need to get that big of a win. And then Boise State plus the points, if I can talk. I think 3 is too many. I think Boise State's going to give them a hard time in this one. Just don't trust in Memphis.
It's a big game for Memphis. They're 0-10 in their last 10 neutral site versus ranked opponents. That means they don't play well in these tournament type games.
Yeah.
But Penny's kind of turned the corner this year with this team, so I expect to be a good game. I like Boise with the points as well. They've played in a lot of close games that come down to the last shot. So having those points in your back pocket, we know it always comes down to the last shot. It's always Frazier taking it, and it's like they've had a million of those games this season. I expect this one to be that San Diego State. We said the same thing in the Mountain West Conference title game. It was San Diego against San Diego State. It was a 1-point game again. So it's just, just a series of very, very tight games for Boise all season long. And, Baylor is just really good. But I'm disappointed that they put Providence against South Dakota State. When I saw the bracket, I was disappointed that, that those teams play each other out of the gate just because I like them both so much.
Yeah.
I think South Dakota State I love the way that they, we've seen that this was actually not a great year for South Dakota State. I know they've won like 21 games in a row, but when they played out of conference before that 21 games in a row, they did not hold up too well. So I think they're probably in trouble. Ed Cooley's coaching, he's out there. He's been, everything's a coachable moment. Breakfast, we found some coachable moments there. And, I expect, the Friars to be pretty much, they won the Big East. This is not, the Jackrabbits come out of the Summit, and we know they're not going to just lay down. They're certainly going to play their game. They can put points on the board, but sort of a public dog there, which is never really a great sign.
Oh, I agree with you.
So I don't know. That one I'm going to watch as a fan. To me, I can't win, I can't lose. Because I like both teams so much, and
yeah,
they're both done well.
Well, hopefully it comes down to a competitive game, and it's not a blowout either way.
I have no premium picks in those games. None.
Okay.
So got Tennessee versus Longwood, Iowa versus Richmond, Gonzaga versus Georgia State, and North Carolina versus Marquette. Once again, I have no premium picks in this time slot.
Yeah.
It's like all my games are late today.
Okay. You have to be waiting around all day for them to kick off. I'll
find something to do, Joe.
Oh, you're going to find plenty of stuff to do.
I got a dozen NBA games for tomorrow, so I'm going to find something to do.
Oh, will you ever? I think I'm going to look at the under between Longwood and Tennessee. I just like how both defenses are playing. We know Tennessee's strength really is their defense. So I think that is a lower scoring one, total of 133. So Longwood, that's a lot of points for Longwood not to be able to cover as well. And then gonna lay the 23 with Gonzaga. I think they get it done. Yeah. I don't want to see them blow it out, but I think they will. And then I think Marquette keeps it tight. I know it's going to be a hard battle in that one, but 3.5 points, I can see it. I was actually shocked this line went up 0.5 point and not down 0.5 point. You think Marquette can keep it tight?
I think they can win it outright. I think that this is a very similar matchup to it. North Carolina played an 8-9 last year and lost outright. Someone in the comments and YouTube said, "Oh, you don't want to bet against North Carolina this time of year." It's like they lost in the first round last year. They got crushed. Yeah. They lost to Wisconsin. I think Marquette's a very similar team to Wisconsin. If their shots are falling, they're going to win this game. North Carolina definitely played their best basketball the second half of the season, so the heels are coming in. Once again, just a very, very tough game. That's why I gave it to Jovan. I didn't want to do the video. Just passed it on to him. He loves the tough games, He's
nice.
like he has no problem taking on whatever. It's like Packers versus Chiefs. Jovan's like, I'm on it,
Nice. I love it.
Fearless,
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I really like his style and his videos. You guys haven't checked them out, make sure you do.
Like, how about Marquette? How about Marquette, North Carolina? It's like, okay. Yeah. I gave him tomorrow, what does he have? That TCU game or something. One of those two. Those really nasty ones.
Nice. I like it.
I don't know. That Gonzaga game could go either way, too. Georgia State is a pretty good cover team. Gonzaga hasn't covered a lot of the big numbers this year, so we'll have to see, But in these spots, these ones, you have to really watch out because these games do get out of hand. And you do see the I didn't watch the games last night, but we saw them in the other games, where they'll go deeper into playing the foul game instead of just conceding the game than they normally would. So those scores, they get a little bit higher, but at that 22-23 range, I'm not so sure it's as relevant. We've got New Mexico State taking on UConn. You've got Kentucky against St. Peter's, St. Mary's against Indiana, and San Diego State, another Mountain West team, here against the Creighton Blue Jays, who have been a dog, I think, every game this season.
Oh, absolutely, they have. And a lay on them plus the points. Up to 2.5 now. It was 2 before we start the show, Mitch. And then I think they could probably win that one outright. I'm going to go for a higher scoring one in that one, too. I think we go over the number. That has gone up as well. We still got 121, but I think it goes over that nicely. Both these teams do trend well to that over. And I know they normally play at a slower pace, but I think this is just a battle in this one. So give me the over in that. Then I think New Mexico State can probably cover that spread plus the 6.5. I think UConn wins it by 3 or 4, but I think that's just a tad too many points. We've seen New Mexico State be strong as an underdog, going 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games in that underdog position, and playing strong against winning teams above 600, covering the spread in 11 of their last 13 games in that situation. So I'm going to ride with them here. UConn has struggled against the spread in their last 6 games, going 1-4-1. About you, Mitch?
I like St. Peter's against Kentucky. I know it's going to be like a home game for Kentucky, but I don't care, I like I don't know. I think that of those, that's really the only one I like.
Okay.
Maybe the under in that San Diego State Creighton game.
You're gonna go under on it?
Yeah. You've got Vermont, Arkansas, Murray State against San Francisco, UCLA against Akron, and Kansas against Texas Southern. There's also another game in the TBC. It's Fresno State against Eastern Washington. I got Eastern Washington in that one. I just love that against Fresno State.
That's a lot of points.
They're terrible. They haven't. I mean, when's the last time they covered a spread? It's like, who in the hell did they think? Who in the hell did they? I mean, come on.
I think it's the logo, Mitch. I think it reminds a lot of people of like a cartoon character there. There was a cartoon character that looked very much like that. I think that's why people like Fresno State. I'm with you, though. I think that's way too many points to cover. And then give me the over between Vermont and Arkansas. I think that's a high-scoring battle in that one. And then Akron plus the 13.5 against UCLA. I'm not stepping in front of this Zips team. They've been 7-5 on the road against that spread. I think they've got enough to keep this tight. They're 7-1 against the spread their last 8 games overall. I think they can do it, Mitch.
Yeah, I like Arkansas against Vermont. I know the line has dropped a little bit, but I think the Hogs get it done here. So I'm going to take Arkansas in that one. And I think Akron can beat UCLA outright, to be honest with you.
Oh, nice.
That's my upset.
That's got to be a good money line.
That's my upset pick of the day. Akron outright against UCLA.
Okay, I'm going to go sprinkle on the money line for sure.
I just think that, the MAC teams generally do well in these tournaments.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at there. And anyways, that's pretty much about it for me.
Okay. That's it for me too. So going to be some very good games here, Mitch.
Should be.
Where are you headed to watch them?
I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea.
Where are you? What is on your plan to eat today? Because we know you haven't been to a restaurant in years.
I got oatmeal, like I brought with me, so I'm gonna have that for breakfast. And you can see I got a full kitchen. I don't know. I have to go to the bank. I haven't used cash in 2 years, so none of my bank cards work. So luckily, I guess my Hawaiian bank cards work, but my mainland bank accounts don't work. So I have to go to the bank. So I have to figure it out. I have like $200 on me. That's not going to get it done after last night's crap session. Maybe I have a little bit more than that. Maybe I have 400 or 500, but it's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it for opening Thursday, March Madness. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I hope it's an incredible day for you out there.
I hope so too, Joe. I hope everyone has an incredible day wherever they are. I'm gonna parlay up though the Pistons. I'm gonna take the Pistons with Colorado State. I'm also gonna put those with Marquette on the money line. So that's gonna be my parlay.
Okay, for myself, I'm going to take the over between Vermont and Arkansas. I'm going to take Akron plus the points, and then give me the under between Longwood and Tennessee.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It's been it's odd here, but we'll figure it out. Joe's actually running all the controls today. That's why we have a little bit different look, and it'll probably be that way for the next few days. I think this worked well. So, anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Aloha. And let's make it a winning day. Enjoy your first day of the NCAA tournament. I did my 7 free picks, and doing the best to do everything as it was. But I don't know. I wish I could show you guys my setup here. It's like power strips and cords and lights. I bet you they don't see this too often. They probably think I'm making a porn movie here.
They probably do. Your room's gonna be flagged.
I've heard that before from people. They're like, "Are you making a porn movie in there?" I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh man. Okay, Mitch. Best of luck in your day. Are we gonna do the premium right after this? And
yes, and then
the VIP early.
Yep. All
Okay.
that kind of good stuff.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Make it a winning day. We'll see you in a little bit.